Hey guys, this is DeEpAkG Productions, and today we are going to create a system, or we can say design a system that consists of 4 users, 2 switches, and a router. Down on the bottom here we consist all the devices that are required in a network. Uh, beside that we have all the types of devices which we have in DeEpAkG Productions. So for the end system, or you can say user, I go to end devices, select the end devices, and all the types of the end devices which are available in Cisco packet trace comes up. I choose the generic one. I choose 4 generic PC, which will be considered as my users. Then I go to switch, and I choose 2960 as my switch for the communication between them. And then I choose a router. For time being, I'm choosing 2620 as my router. Now, like to connect them, I use copper straight through wire. So I select it and go to PC9. I choose fast Ethernet and go to switch 5 and choose fast Ethernet again. These are the ports from where I have to connect. Switch has so many ports, but PC has got only one port. I can select fast Ethernet for PC1, PC10. Go to switch 5 and I can choose any of these, but not gigabit Ethernet. So I choose this one in the first option it comes. Then I again repeat this thing for PC11 and switch 6. Similarly for PC12 and switch 6. So these systems are connected to each other. Now to connect them via router, I click on switch, I select third one and go to router and choose fast Ethernet 00. I again go to switch 6, the third one, and go to router. It doesn't have anything, so this means I have choose a wrong router. So I'm gonna delete this router. I'm gonna delete this thing. I'm again gonna choose the router and gonna use 2621. I can cable select the cable, go to switch 03, the router, fast Ethernet 0. Again go to switch Ethernet obviously and router 01. So you can see the router was wrong. Why? Because in that router I had only one port to connect, but I needed to connect 2 switches to the router. So I have to discard that one and use the second router that was right next to it. Now the basic design is completed. What's left is giving them the addresses like the IP address. So I go to PC9, I go to desktop, I go to IP configuration, I go to IP address and I give a random IP address such as 198.162.1.1. I press tab, its subnet mask appears automatically. I then close this thing. I go to PC10, I go to desktop, go to IP configuration. I give the IP address as 198.162.1. Since this is the second system, I give it a 2, and again I press tab, subnet mask appears automatically. Similarly, for PC11, I go and click on it and click on desktop IP configuration, the IP address. Since it's in a different network, I go to I select a different IP address such as 198.162.2. Different network, different IP address. Point 1 tab, that's it. PC12, click desktop IP configuration, IP address 198.162.2.2. Subnet mask will come automatically after pressing tab. I close this thing. So I've given the basic IP addresses of all the PCs. Now I go to router. You can see these red dots coming between router and switch. This is because the router the port on the router is not on yet. So you can see it's not checked, not on. So I click it on, and you can see this light has turned green. Port on, light green. So to communicate between the router and switch, I again need to give a IP address which will be the gateway for all the PCs in a particular switch in a particular network. So for the first network, I give 198.162.1.254. So this will be my gateway for all the PCs in that network. So I close this, not close, I go to the second one, the connection between router and the switch, the second switch. So first of all, I turn the port status on, making the light green. Then I give the IP address 198.162.2.254, which will become what the gateway of these PCs. So the thing in the routers is done, but again I have to add the RIP. I have to add both the network addresses over here so that the router can communicate. And that would be 198.162.1.0. Click on add. Repeat the same thing for the second one. Click on add. That's it with the router, and we can close this thing. Again now I have to give the subnet the default gateway on the PCs so that the packet going from a PC to the router uh, can know the router where the router is situated. So I will give the default gateway 198.162.1 no point 2.254. Again the same thing for PC 11, 198.162.2.254 for PC 11. Similarly for PC 9 and PC 10, I have to give 198.162.1.254, the IP address which I've given in the router for this network. 198.162.1.254. So that's it. This is the basic design which is required to communicate from one network to other network using a router. To check whether our network is successfully created or not, I choose this message icon which will represent a message. So first of all, I try within a network that is from PC 9 to PC 10. So you can see the result of your message delivery. It shows successful. Source PC 9, destination PC 10. So this is the color record. This is for some data purpose we will see later on. Similarly for we can check over this network PC 12 to PC 11, successful. Now to check from this network to this network, I click on PC 10 and click on PC 12. It will say in progress and failed. So we don't have to worry actually. I delete this whole thing and I go to message again. PC 9 to PC 11 in progress failed. Okay, so I go again, I check again. PC 10 to PC 11 successful. So it takes time to properly communicate sometimes. Successful, you can see it's successful again. Again I'll see PC 9, PC 11 successful. PC 10, PC 12 successful. PC 12 to PC 12. Okay, I clicked twice. So PC 12 to PC 12 successful. So that's it with the basic design of the network using a single router, two switches, 4 AND system, with each switch consisting of two systems. In the next tutorial where I'm going to see how to communicate using two or more routers, how to connect two or more routers. See you soon, guys. Bye bye.